Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can solve a step called OLL faster and in a more algorithm-free method. So, what OLL basically means is, well, it stands for orientation of the last layer. Because after you solve for the first two layers, you have to get all of the top face to be all yellow. So I'll be going over the different scenarios you can run into for this step. So one of the first ones is this line. Well, after you solve the first two layers, you get what looks like a line in all yellow. So now here is where we use notation. Now this isn't an algorithm. We're just going to be turning the front face and then doing a 4-move sequence, which isn't an algorithm, it's a trigger. So you just turn the right face, then you use clockwise, and you use your right index finger that's already there to turn the top face clockwise, then right face counter and index finger to your left index finger to turn it counterclockwise. Then you can just move the front face back. And now you should have something that looks like a cross if you did position your line horizontally. So this next one you can run into is if you get what looks like an L if you are ignoring the corners. So for this L, or maybe hands on a clock, you can position these edge pieces at 6 o'clock and 3 o'clock, the bottom and the right. And now you do the same thing we did for the line, except removing this middle layer too. Turn that, and then we do algorithm, well, trigger, and then we move back up. And now we also have the cross. The next one is just a dot. For this one, you act as if it's a horizontal line. And then before you move this back up, you move this center layer down. And then you do the trigger again, move back up. And now, ignoring the corners, you have the cross. So for the next step here, after we have made the cross of the yellow edges, we have to position this so that it is upside down. So this is one of the only times in solving the cube using this method where the white face is not going to be on the bottom. But first, before you turn it all the way upside down, something you have to make sure of is that in the bottom right corner is a yellow corner that's orientated upwards in the correct position. So now, you can't have it like this though. It has to be the first, if you were to go around clockwise, the first corner you would encounter that's facing up is in that corner. So then they go around. Now sometimes there will be corners so that diagonal corners are oriented correctly, and for that you can just position any one of them in the bottom right corner. And if you have no corners correctly orientated, it doesn't matter. So now what you have to do is make sure that the corners are in the correct positions if they're solved, is flip the cube upside down, like this, rotating it like this, otherwise it might mess something up. Now we take a look at this corner right here. We do that 4-move trigger until its yellow side is facing down. In this case, we only gotta do it twice. Now, to move on to the next corner, you have to rotate the entire bottom layer clockwise if we were looking at it head on. Now we do that until it is solved. And once all these yellow corners are correctly facing up, the first two layers will solve themselves. So now I'm going to show you what it would look like for this, which should take longer. So you flip it upside down, well, longer than the other one. It's where we had two corners already solved. Flip it upside down, do the sequence, following this yellow corner until it's correctly rotated. Still not, and now it is. Go to the bottom again, last corner, and the top is solved, so we know that it's the last one. Well, that does it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye!